sitting there, and I was like straight calling, like I'm beating my horn at him, like, what are you doing? He just kept ignoring me, like he was just on his phone doing whatever. And I was like, dude, I see you. And then I go by and I like make eye contact with him, like, dude, quit fucking with me. Anyway, there's just some creeps out there, and I just wanted to caution y'all to be careful and make sure that, you know, just stay protected, because there are creeps out there, and whatever other name you want to call them that's appropriate. But yeah, just saying, because there was no reason that guy should have done that, and I'm just like, So, yeah, you're seeing this dude. I see you. Still doing that. That's weird. So, anyway. Hi guys. Good morning. What's up, Dad? Yeah, it's an interesting morning. So, yeah, but go figure it. You know, it'd be different if I, like, you know, it's like, oh, this is your bodyguard. But no, this is just the weird creeper guy. Yeah, we don't like this. But needless to say, if you're a female out here, make sure you got protection on you. You know, whether it's lethal or whatever way it may have you, you just need to make sure that you can take care of yourself out there. So, and, you know, if it's a vehicle that you can identify or whatever, take a picture of the tag, do whatever you gotta do. Just make sure that there's some type of something where you're making sure that you're protecting yourself. So, you know, I don't mind, you know, going to these different campsites and checking out different stuff and living out in the world. That, I mean, it's one of those little reminders that, you know, don't be an idiot kind of thing. But anyway, good morning. Minus the shenanigans. Good morning. And I hope you guys are having a safe, beautiful day. And I have this weird song that is in my head. And I don't know. I think it's Maynard who sings it, but I'm not sure. And y'all can make fun of my singing if you want to, but there's like a dun, dun, dun in the background, and it's dun, 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 feel, dun, 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 sunshine in the day. And I cannot remember this song. It's in my head, and I can't remember who actually sings it. And it's like, so I need to figure out who sings this song so I can get it out of my head and listen to it or whatever's going on. So anyway, good morning. I love you. Got this dog in the middle of the road. Get out of the road, dog. Dog, get out of the road. Weird dog. Sorry. Anyway. Right? Life is so funny. If you cannot laugh at life, then you probably need to rethink your choices. But anyway, much love. It's almost Thanksgiving, isn't it? Wow. Yeah. So happy early Thanksgiving. And I need to get a bodyguard. Whether it's a dog or a guy or a girl. You know, like, I know some badass girls too, but yeah, this is a weird. We have this problem up north. That's weird, I guess. I mean, I don't mean to compare like up north and down here, but like, it's hard not to when people make it so, I don't want to say like blaringly obvious, but I don't know. I'm trying to think how to say this, if I'm going to say this in a nice way. But the Pacific Northwest is a lot more chill vibe, and I don't mean that in a weird way, but I just mean like they're a lot more understanding. Even though like the South is supposed to be the Bible Belt, I felt more Christian values being presented up there than down here. Given it was a lot more colorful up there in that way. But I'm cool with that because I don't care what you do with your private parts if your heart's in the right place. I mean, well, minus some obvious things that are illegal and it's not proprietary. But like, what I'm trying to say is I don't care if you're LGBT or whatever. If you believe in God, you believe in God.
Would you like to run a vehicle
So,
report? Please select yes or remind.
So, and it just has its own opinion about things sometimes, but I mean, I just believe that way. I mean, love is love, and God is love. Minus things that are obviously wrong, like hurting kids, children, elderly, so on and so forth. Read between the lines. You know, yeah. So, like, and I've met, like, some of the coolest people I've met are, you know, gay men. They're just, I don't know, just, their mentality isn't, I don't know how to say this. What is it? Okay. So, when I was working up north, I met a friend, and he called me a kindred spirit. And that's about the only way I know how to say it that doesn't lead into something weird. Because they've just gone through a lot of things. They've had to go through a lot of different acceptance. They've had to understand who they are, what they are not, and then go through the whole thing. And when I was working up there, it just seemed like, you know, I got along better with, like, I don't know, let me just break it down. Like, one of my friends was like a very outspoken female, just because I just thought she was hilarious. She would just say whatever she wanted to say, and that was just her. And I accepted that about her because that's her. That's real. That is who she is, and she owns it. So that's my type of person. Like, you can be the biggest cunt, but if that's you and you own who you are in that way, cool, rock it, you know? If you are a flaming homosexual and you want to be that way and that's who you are, do your thing. You know, if you're the quiet person that sits sober or away from everything and you just kind of do your own thing, cool, that's your thing. I'm gonna respect all those different personalities as long as that's who you are. As long as you're not wearing a mask, as long as you're not being weird or whatever else, then I'm cool. And I've got to work on saying that more. And I've noticed that I have a thing with this, is I have a thing with like, this is this, but like don't do this, do that. I gotta fix that. So I know I gotta fix that. So I'm sorry if I do that, but I'm working on it. Okay. Trying to speak more, you know, more positively, more of that. And it's like it's a little shaky, but I'm working on it. So yeah. All right. Well, this is almost 10 minutes long, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. All I'm trying to say is that as long as you're who you are authentically, then you're my kind of people. I missed a couple of things, but you know, that's pretty much the scenario. So if you're real and you're cool, we could be cool. Unless you're a real big asshole and you just get off on like making people feel bad, then we're not gonna be cool, because I'm gonna mirror that and you're not gonna like it. So just put that caveat out there. But otherwise, no, sweetheart.